first went on a Butte program when I was 29 years old. I'd been using opiates since I was 19, and I didn't want to go on a program, mainly because I didn't know anybody who'd got methadone, and I was scared that I was going to have two habits and have to pay for both of them. My current program is methadone, and I've been on it the last 4 years. I may well be on it for the rest of my life, and that's okay. My first program was a Butte program. I was seeing this guy, and he knew that I had a drug problem, and I told him that I was no longer using, and in reality I really was. I was really in love with this guy, and I wanted to keep him. So we decided to spend some time together. He was going to come up to my place and stay for a week, and I had a habit and I had no money to buy drugs to cover me for that time. I really wanted to be functional and not in withdrawal. I needed something that didn't cost as much as illicit drugs, and I didn't have enough time to detox, so I needed to go onto a program like in a day. I just didn't think about anything else but, you know, not hanging out and wanting to keep my boyfriend. It really helps to have a supportive person to help you through the decision of going onto a program. I just know that, you know, I couldn't think for a second about everything because I didn't want to go into withdrawal, and I had no money. I was really lucky that I was living in New South Wales because I could get into a public clinic and I could get onto a program straight away, and I didn't have to pay for it. And that made a big difference, especially, you know, at the beginning. The other issue is that people end up with doctors and pharmacists who they don't really understand the purpose of the program. It takes time to find a good doctor, and they do exist, who can kind of make it all worthwhile. I was really lucky. I've found some wonderful pharmacists who have been really helpful and really understanding. And if you get good professionals who really care about you, they just make such a difference to the whole experience of being on a program. Being able to go straight into being functional after, you know, such a long period of using, and not having to go through the mental and physical anguish of opiate withdrawal is you know, one of the best things about methadone. I've not tried to get off methadone yet. You know, I have been functional. I have been able to go for jobs and obtain them and sustain them being on methadone and the Butte programs. The program gives you a chance to get used to the idea of living without drugs, without that long period of craving and horrible, never-ending suffering that comes from as a result of detox. Methadone is a chance to stabilise. Nothing else has given me that kind of stability in my life. I did try all the other medical treatments numerous times, but I have to say that methadone is just better and more successful for me, you know, more than all the others put together. Honestly, if I had not gone onto the programs, I reckon that I'd be dead or in jail now. I wouldn't have had the job opportunities that I had and the great job that I've got now. I've improved my relationship with my family, who trust me now more than they ever did before. And I'm in a wonderful relationship with a man I dearly love, who I wouldn't have met, I don't think, if I hadn't been functional and thus on the methadone program. I hate the fact that you can't travel. You know, especially if somebody says, oh, let's go away for the weekend, and you're like, oh, well, I can't, I'm in a program. Some people get really bad side effects. I used to, but it's okay now because of a split dose arrangement. The other really difficult thing about the availability of takeaways is being able to get enough of them to last the week, especially if you're at work. There's nothing worse than, you know, risking losing your job when you have to go to the pharmacy for dosing on public transport and you've got 45 minutes for lunch. It's really stressful. I think the policymakers should really think about like just enhancing the program, you know, especially if they want people to develop and integrate into the community. You know, surely having a job and sustaining it is part of making that type of change. There is a stigma being on the program. It's horrible lining up in that queue, you know, in the pharmacy. Everybody knows why you're there, and they think you're some kind of criminal or, you know, total undesirable. Even being on a program in modern society, they think that you're still just a bloody junkie. And, you know, whereas I think, yeah, okay, you might have been a bloody junkie, but, you know, you're trying to do something about it, and I mean, don't I deserve a break?